I wish people understand that you're not going to make an entire change in 24 hours. You're not going to make certain complete change in 1 month. And there are goals that are not going to be hit in 12 months. Don't make this mistake again in 2025. New year, guys. Everybody is planning the new year resolutions, new year this, new year that. And today I'm going to be sharing 3 mistakes most people make that you shouldn't make in 2025 while you're trying to plan your new year. This is just a gift back to everybody who gets in contact with this content. So one of the biggest problems I see people make is feeling that their life is in a pause. There is no bigger statement, there's no bigger goals. And don't get me wrong, let me explain what I mean. You are going to just turn a year older in the new year. Your life is in continuity, right? Your life is not a movie where there's a pause and you make some arrangements, you make an adjustment. You're not shooting a movie with your life. You're actually living a reality every day. So your life is in continuity. So in the last years, there are things you've been working on, and in the new year, there should be a flow of continuity to it. In short, as a person, every 5-10 years, there should be a bigger goal. So everything you're doing in the middle of the year, in the few months, in the days and in the weeks, like, they all count up to that bigger goal. If you don't set this, you will always have a problem setting new goals. It's just going to look like you don't have any direction or clarity. So what's the big conversation here? If you've not had this before, have a bigger goal. Life year goal. What's your 10-year goal? Have that. What's your bigger goal? In the next 5 or 10 years, what do you want life to look for you? And so you start planning towards that, not at the end of the year. Everything just collapses at the beginning of the year. What make is the absence of self-awareness. We are all different. I just hope that we understand this, and it breaks my heart when I see people lose touch of this. You are different. I and my friend can have same goal, but guess what? We are different. Our life journey is completely different. Our life patterns is completely different. There are people who are early catchers, right? They hit things fast, they hit things early, and there are people that stuff comes to you not early and not late, but just a little bit slower. With life, see, the beauty of life is that you as a person, you can configure what your life will look like. Despite whatever external factors happens and God align, you can build a life for yourself. Like, you can create your dream and build that dream out if you want to, but you don't want to lose touch of what your life patterns are. There are personal things that you need to use to meet your goals. Where are you at the moment? What's your reality, right? How are you? What are the resources you have at hand? What are the patterns you've seen in your life? At what point in your life does things move faster? At what point does things move slower? What's your rest point? You want to sit down and do a lot of self-evaluation. Your goals are not going to just ride on its own. They are going to rely on you. You're the one who is going to steer those goals, take those actions, and make something happen. So I really wish and I hope that as people are planning the new year, you're planning new stuff, nice stuff, sit down and have a self-awareness evaluation of what you are, what your life is, and what you want to be about, right? It really helps the bigger goal of, oh, this is where I'm headed. So it helps you understand the invisible factors that will take you from where you are to where you're going to go to. It's not even money, it's not people, it's not time, it's who you are, your attitude. That's where we talk about discipline, that's where we talk about confidence and all of that. Half of them are internal, and if you're not able to sit down and ask yourself certain questions, you're going to get into May, June, July, and you're lost, you're confused, you don't seem to get it. That's what's going to happen. So I just hope you just sit down and just do a lot of those self-evaluation. It will really help your goal set. Another mistake people make: your goal setting documents, your goals, your resolution, they are not just static, and they are not for January. It's a living document. Every month in the year, you're supposed to sit down with yourself and those goals and find out where you have arrived, right? It's not seen. Oh God, I wish people understand that you're not going to make an entire change in 24 hours. You're not going to make certain complete change in 1 month. And there are goals that are not going to be hit in 12 months. In life, there are things we can't move. There are principles and there are times there is factor. The reason why, no matter how pregnant you are last year, you're going to still wait till 38 weeks or 9 months to give birth. And if you give birth before that time, you're going to know that something is wrong. Like, it's not a good omen. It's the principle of time. There are things that will take time, and there are things that will take short time, and there are things that will take longer period of time. you want to understand that your goals is continuity. You need to sit down with your goals every month to say, okay, this is where we are. We have arrived at this point. What got us to this point? Oh, we've not arrived at this point. What's the issue, right? If we want to make 10 million naira in the year, it means that at least every month we are already hitting at least 800k or 900k. If by May we have not hit at least 2 million, there's a problem, right? That's the way you want to see your goal, is in continuity. And just to add it up or to just complete it, one more thing you want to do as you're setting your goal is prioritize certain things. Pick 2 or 3 things that are the big things for you this year. Then if you hit them, fulfillment is complete. Because as much as we want to think that goal setting and resolutions are generic, it's personal. Your winning is personal. It's to your self-fulfillment. You want to sit down with yourself and you're happy with yourself. It's not just about putting it on social media and everybody liking and affiliating with you. It has to really be personal. And so you want to sit down with yourself and prioritize this year. What should be my word for this year? What should be my theme for this year? Where am I headed in this year? And one more thing to close up this conversation, and I feel like it's super important, is that there is opportunity cost in life. When you say, I want to do something, I'm headed this direction, it means that you're not going to be going to that direction. Yes, people don't understand that, or people understand it, but they don't live it. There's no reality of it. If you say you're going to be moving east, it means you're not going to be moving west. It means that you're going to say no to certain things. You're saying yes to a certain thing is going to be a no to certain things. And you have to live in that. You're going to accept that there are things you will not be able to do. And there are things you will not achieve. There are places you will not be able to go. You can't save, invest, and be living your baby girl life at the same time. You can't. You have to accept to yourself that, okay, because I'm headed this way, I'm going to be missing out on a lot of things on the other end. It really helps your journey. Really, really helps your journey. And I hope that the points I've set here, you're able to take it and is able to make meaningful difference in how your goals are realized this year. Thank you. Bye.